Hi Aries, welcome to your mid-March readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of March, as usual, I have a special tarot offer available at the sales price. And for March is called Soul Circle, and it's a reading that focuses on providing some spiritual insight and perspective in terms of where you might be standing in your current cycle of experience in life. And this is a reading that is really focused into spiritual perspective again, but it can be adapted to provide some awareness, right? Some perspective again into other cycles, specific cycles you might be wondering, such as love, career, and finances. So if you would like to know more details about that special offer or any other of my services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Aries, I do feel like this mid-March, it presents itself as being quite positive for the majority of you. I feel like some of you will be feeling quite inspired and I feel Aries being very proactive, right? Taking care of business, taking care of a lot of things that some of you have on your hands. Is like I feel like some of you are planning to do something or to go somewhere or to it's just a busy time, and you're actually quite happy with this involvement, right, in your daily life, because it's providing some sense of direction, some sense of passion, enthusiasm, fire into your life, which is your natural element. So it's like a mid-month where there can be this drive to thrive, to conquer, to succeed, to do, to live, that it's beautiful to see. I do feel like this is the Ace of Wands, and this is an energy where you're starting off here this mid-March with, again, a sense of a breakthrough, a sense of an understanding, perhaps, I feel for some of you, of where you should be heading. There's this energy of promised land. So this can be speaking of, again, somewhere you want to go, somewhere you have your eyes, a place you have your eyes and your mind at. It can be that this is about that wanderlust feeling. It could be that you're just craving new experiences, new scenarios, new places, new relationships. It could be that some of you are feeling kind of the calling, yes, to go somewhere, because you also have here the Three of Wands. And I feel like for those of you feeling that calling, if possible, I feel like you will be working quite hard to go there, to manifest that intense desire, because it's very intense. I feel the urge to move, to travel, or to just visit, a place or someone that's there. I just feel like the urge is so intense that you're able to do quite a lot to get that, again, to meet that desire. Some of you could be worried about, the financial aspect that this travel trip or, experience, it could even be just, an activity or hobby or something that you want to apply at, and you might be juggling financially with this, or you just might be processing, right, working out here financial planning or strategic, practical planning to actualize here your vision. Some of you have, you're being guided by instinct more than anything during this period of time. So your gut is speaking to you, and what is it telling you, and the kind of the messages that are coming through for some of you Aries are a part of this. I feel like it are a part of a lot of work some of you have been, again, doing in remaining calm, collected, cool in the midst of so many issues around you. The energy of drama around Aries keeps circling in your readings, and it's still here with the Five of Wands. Even though in this deck I feel the Five of Wands to be a little bit more lightened up. This could be talking about gossip, some sense of competition, yes, in your environment, or just people it's hard to work harmoniously with others, perhaps during this time. There's a lot of egos getting in the way of producing, producing results in terms of harmony, in terms of understanding, especially for uh, Aries that are involved again with groups, big groups of in terms of work or friends, social networks. Again, there's a sense of perhaps this is not the most cooperative times when it comes to understanding, right? To have, everyone in agreement with everyone. This could also sometimes be talking about an inner struggle that you might somewhere along the middle of this time frame experience. And I feel like again, it has to deal with this financial or material condition or conditioning that some of you are are trying to, it's like I feel like some of you are trying to hold your finances or your material world like together. You're trying to do your best to hold it together, to have the appropriate structure or protection in this area even. But there might be a sense of forces a little bit beyond your control taking over, especially as you go into May, like expenses or things you need to pay, bills. It might be sometimes hard for you to feel the liberation that you would like to feel, materially speaking, to pursue all your dreams, all your desires, all your ambitions. And your ambitions are high, are rising quite high. I do feel like there's a lot in you. It's like awakening, this ambitious, driven side. Not to say that perhaps you were not already like that, but there's so much focusing to that it's like almost like an energy here of the force, right, to be reckoned. A sense of not wanting to stand down or settle and be contented with little when you can have so much more. So some of you are actually wanting to, this competitive vibe is you want to prove yourself right. You want to show to your own being that you can do more, that you can succeed at whatever this is for you. Some of you, this is, I feel strongly this is about career or activities, travel, trying to bring something together to work it out. It could be about networking. Yes, it could be that with the 3 of Wands and 5 of Wands, it could be that some of you are interested in networking, right? Social media, blogs, international contacts. So usually that's nowadays usually done through, again, online services or options. Some of you are perhaps investigating what you can do to bring more clientele or more attention to whatever it is that you started here doing or you will be starting to do. So, and usually this is about passionate, kind of passionate visions, creative hobbies, creative interests, things that just you do because they make you feel happy. It's the creative expression, right, of your own being coming out and being channeled towards an activity or something you were doing physically. Sometimes this is also about sports. This is also about just, feeling quite energized and wanting to be physically active. So this could be for some of you interested in sports or going to the gym, working out. There's just this intense energy of getting yourselves in shape physically, mentally, emotionally. I keep getting the vibe that you want to be like neat. You want to have yourself and your environment and your life working to the optimal level. So again, this ambitious energy, like the optimal, the best possible, the best possible, the best possible. It's a very interesting energy that I feel it will, yes, open up here, branch here. I feel like this 3 of Wands brings a sense of openness, even for fertility when it comes to options. So it's like very fertile solutions, options, directions presented to you suddenly throughout, you know, something that started like perhaps small or just by your own, and now it's like it's branching out. So for some of you that have recently started something new, right? And you have been wanting or desiring to expand your business, your relationship again, or something else, probably will happen, and will happen fast. There's a sense again of fertile. It's like whatever this Ace of Wands was set in a very fertile, let's say, grounds. So in very fertile grounds. So it's going to grow and bring to you some sense of reward that you have been expecting, um, faster than expected. I feel like for some of you will give you something even during this mid-March period. I also feel like some of you just, relax. Sometimes the fire can be burning high here and create some sense of tension again internally, but also outside. It can be that there's just differences of opinions as well interfering in the harmony, as I said, of it's like a circumstance. It requires a little bit less fire, let's say more method, more of the Page of Pentacles, more of, again, down to earth. Let's do this calmly, steadily. There's no rush. Let's try it out ongoingly until we are sure, right, that this is working. Sometimes this could also be that, again, it's like the compensation that might be coming up for some of you after this. After you, it's like after some of you start doing something, seeing, small but steady results. Maybe it's not, again, a whole sense of it's like it's not the whole financial. So if this is about waiting for financial growth, it's happening, but it's going to happen. It's like, again, level up here, level by level. It's not going to happen, out of the blue. I feel the financial betterment that you're looking for, but it's, for some of you, it's going to bring a new financial opportunity, or for some of you it's going to bring you some sense of financial return. I also feel, though, that sometimes this card, and looking here at the energy, can also be talking about, again, in and out kind of energy when it comes to money, because you have it but then you have to give it away to pay, the small daily, requirements. I do feel like this energy of just be relaxed, let things unfold naturally. It's due to the high presence of wands here. So you might be in this do more active. And sometimes you might have a hard time, taking a step back. This applies to any situation in your life where you will be challenged with that. You will have the power to keep pushing, but sometimes we need to take some time to breathe, pause, hit the pause button. It's better sometimes to just hit that button than to explode, right? Or to do something that can put at risk or jeopardize, again, the harmony of something that you really want to, it's like you really want to achieve. There's something you really want to achieve during this period of time, that it's like you're almost there. You can see where it is, or you can see, the steps that you have to take quite, like, sharply. You can see it clearly, but there will be some sense of challenges that will test your patience, or test your kind of your skill, right, to handle some of those challenges, or some of those delays, or when dealing with people, differences, right? Differences of styles of working or thinking. If this is about a relationship, a difference in terms of temperament can also show up here. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.